I am Dr. Heather Moore. I own Total Performance Physical Therapy, and we are going into what you can do tonight while you are traveling, whether that is sitting in a car, sitting in an airplane, sitting in an airport, sitting at your mother-in-law's, sitting wherever you're sitting, and it being uncomfortable and for long periods of time, and what you can do when your back starts to hurt. To tolerate the relatives during the holidays. Other than alcohol, there's nothing you can do in terms of stretches, but we can give you some things to do to help with that back pain. A lot of people get fearful this time of year because if they have back issues and they're more likely to flare up because of all the sitting, because of carrying bags to the airport. So we're just going to go through a couple things that you're going to be able to do during those car rides, dinners, airplane trips, airports, that you're going to be able to do to help relieve some of that pain. So the first thing that we're going to do is kind of go through just a couple things that you're going to be able to do when you sit. So this is my airport chair, my airplane seat, or my car chair. So obviously if you're sitting not in first class, you've got about this much room. If you're sitting in first class, you have a little bit better advantage to take advantage of some of these things. But in the car or on the plane, one of the first things you can do to help relieve some of that back discomfort is just kind of do something that's counterintuitive. You want to do what we call pelvic tilt, and you're going to slouch down, and then you're going to go all the way in the other direction and sit up as straight as you can. And you're just going to curl, and then you're going to come and sit up nice and easy. All right? This is a very slow process. Now, depending on what type of back pain you have, you may feel better when you're really in this crouched position, so you might want to hold that for a few seconds. Some of you may feel a lot of relief when you go overextended in the other position, okay? One of the things that you really want to try not to do a lot of is this not having any purpose, just kind of scooching around in your seat. All you're doing is activating your muscles improperly. So if you have an issue with muscle tender points, trigger points, you've got back spasms, doing this for a flight or a car ride is only going to feed into all of those issues that you already have. So really try to avoid doing non-purposeful movements as much as you can. Obviously, the best thing you can do is take a break. So if you are on an airplane, stand up. Go to the bathroom. I know they're not allowed to stand in the aisles anymore, but I do it all the time on flights. I just stand up on my seat. If you have an aisle, that's even better for you. They say no standing in the aisles, and they'll get angry at you if you stand there for too long. But even a short break, just to stand up, if you're able to take a rest break along the side of the road or at a rest stop, that's obviously the best thing that you can do in order just to get everything flushed and get some blood flowing to those muscles. Another thing you can do if you're sitting and you're stuck in these confined quarters, whether it be in your car or in an airplane seat, is you want to cross your ankle over your knee. Now, if you're driving, this is going to prove to be a little bit more difficult, okay? What you can do if you're driving is do this with just the left leg, okay, while your right leg stays down and operates the vehicle. But what you can do is you can just cross your leg over, cross your ankle over, okay, and sit up nice and straight. That's going to give some relief to that low back. That's going to loosen up some of the muscles in the glute area, okay? You want to sit up nice and straight and then lean forward, okay? Obviously, if you're not driving, then you can do the other leg where you're going to just sit up nice and tall and lean forward, okay? You want to hold that stretch for about 30 seconds, and you want to do it about 6 times. Another thing you can do is if you wind up with back pain or literally a pain in your butt, a lot of people come in here and they're like, I have a pain right there in my butt. Take a tennis ball. Take a tennis ball with you, get a spike ball, take that with you, put it underneath the side that gets really sore, but also put it underneath the side that doesn't get sore. And even if you don't necessarily get a pain in the butt, having a tennis ball, lacrosse ball, beastie ball is going to help you relieve some of that tension that's in the back. So just having something, a really hard ball, and putting it right underneath your glute and then just sitting on it and slowly rolling around. Again, you're not doing this, okay, because you're activating your muscles all incorrectly. But if you just want to sit on it, okay, nice and slow, go back and forth, that's a really good way to loosen everything up, okay? Another thing you want to do is move your legs as often as possible. So if you're sitting in the car or you're sitting in the airplane, what you want to do is you want to stretch your legs out, you want to pump your feet, you want to bring them in, okay? Again, it is not a completely moving around, all right? What that's going to do is that's going to allow blood flow to come into the back, to come into the legs, to come into the hamstring, which is going to attach to the back. That is going to help alleviate some of that issue, some of that pain. The other thing you can do is nice and gentle, and I've done this a million times on an airplane, so I know even though you're like this, you're able to do it, is just cross your arms over your chest and then turn. Nice and easy. Okay, that's going to allow your low back to open up. You can do this while driving. You can do this while at a stop sign. Nice and slow. Okay? And then you can do side bends. Okay? This is just things, if you're going to be sitting for an hour or more and you know you don't have a break, these are just really simple, easy things to do to keep that body moving. Okay? That's the whole idea. Not to have uncontrolled movements, but nice and easy. Just kind of, and each time maybe try and get a little bit further. Bring your spine out. Allow blood flow to come into that area. And then you're just going to lean to the side. Do about 30 of each. Then take a little rest. All right? But all those things are just little tips and tricks that will help your back stay loose, that will help you from really showing up wherever you need to do, wherever you go, in complete spasm, or not being able to get off the plane, or not being able to carry your bags because your back hurts so bad. So those are just some hints that help you get through the holidays. We are hosting a back pain workshop in our Hatfield location on December 2nd. If you are interested, I'm going to put the link in the comment section for you to sign up. It's completely free. It's being hosted by one of our therapists over in Hatfield. If you would rather call our office at 215-997-9898 to reserve your spot, go ahead and do that, and we'll save a spot for you. Otherwise, I hope everybody has a great holiday, and we'll see you soon.